Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Well, today I'm going to take the Drocon DC-08 out now for its test flight. Now, I did an unboxing overview the other day, so if you want to see everything that came with this, it's really packaged nicely. Be sure to go check out that video. But I, of course, didn't know everything at the time that I was looking at that, so I didn't have everything assembled as this. As you can see, this is a motorized 1080p camera, one axis, so it can aim down about 45 degrees, and we'll see if it'll go up. It gives me the freedom, but I don't know if it'll actually, motorize, if it'll actually go up that far on the remote control of it. SD card here, slot in the side. I got a little 16 gig Samsung card inserted in there. I'll show you guys the LEDs when you start up. They're really nice looking on this drone. We'll see how this thing does. This, of course, looks a lot like the SEMA X8 series, the really big full-size Phantom, DJI Phantom size drone. We'll see how this does. I miss flying these drones this size. I don't have, this is the only one I got. I used to have an Alto X Star, and I sold it, and I don't have any drones of this style anymore until I got this one in. So I'm excited to fly this one because it's been a while. I like these big drones like this. I already got the 2S LiPo battery inserted here in the back, so it's all ready to go. So we'll take it down here and we'll fly it around. Now I'm going to do it in my backyard again because we're under, sheltered home guidelines now. So it's just best if I stay here and obey the guidelines and go ahead and just take it up here. So I'll just be flying it in my backyard again. It's a really nice day, very little wind. It'll be a really good condition. So I'm not even getting any range tests or anything done flying here out of my backyard today. So if I get a chance, I might follow up and do a range test on another day. So let's go ahead and take it down here. I like to take off on front of my pool here, and they'll use that as a nice level launching pad for the drone. We'll get it fired up here and go through the compass calibration. I'm not going to mess with the screen recording today. I usually do, but this is going to be my maiden flight on this. And you guys, if you follow my channel, you know I don't really do too many maiden flights because I feel very unprepared. But it is difficult to get these flights in lately because it's like every other day it's raining, and it's just been super windy, which is not good conditions to test fly a drone, or of course just being stuck at home like this. So the battery being USB charged here takes a very long time to charge. So to try to get a test flight in, charge it up, and then do another flight the same day is not easy to do just because of the size of that battery, because it only comes with one battery. So let's go ahead here and set it on the ground, and let me set my controller down here and power on the drone here, the power button on the front. Hold that in until the lights start to flash. You guys will see it's got blue in the front and green in the rear, which is pretty cool. So I'll turn this around, set it down. I think within 10 seconds they say to get the controller turned on. Let's make sure the lights went solid, and they did. It could be flashing for the compass calibration, and I think I had it on just a moment ago, so it's probably got a GPS lock. But we're going to go ahead and connect to the Wi-Fi, and then we will get the app going here, and then we'll do the compass calibration. And I'll go over the controls on the controller too because they are not labeled. So I'm going to go into my system settings here. Go to my Wi-Fi, and you're going to find the Drocon it's called DC-08. Click connect. And I believe that's just a 2.4 gigahertz. I don't believe it's not a 5G Wi-Fi. And once you do that, you're going to go to the app. The app is called Drocon Go. So we're going to open that up. We'll just go through like I said, this is the first time opening any of this. So it says the internet's unavailable. Of course, that's the case. Let's see, English for there we go. I'm going to allow access, and it has two different drones, and the DC-08 is the one you want. The DC-09, I'm unaware of what that is. Let's connect it. All right, GPS is normal, ready for takeoff. Now, it's not asking me to calibrate the compass, but you absolutely want to do that, especially the first time you fly. Otherwise, that compass in that drone is probably going to be calibrated for China, and that could cause some toilet bowling for sure. So to do a gyro calibration on a level surface, you want to go both sticks down to the right, is what it says. And it didn't make any sound, but it's really hard to see. It probably just did a light flash. Let me see if I could Yep, I didn't see it do anything. Let's go ahead and do the both sticks down on the left is your compass calibration. And now we've got it up here on the screen. So prepare geomagnetic calibration. The instructions here say in the manual to do a circle. We're doing the slow because I get dizzy very easily. And it's still saying now face, I think it was face up. We do a circle face up. You probably can just spin the drone on its axis and probably do it. And it says it's complete. All right, guys. So just one turn level, one turn with the drone facing up. Probably nose down will work too. And it says it's completed. So very, very simple. Now, I hold it up awfully high because I got rebar in the concrete here, and that rebar could cause magnetic interference. So even if the calibration is complete, it could come up in toilet bowl. So we'll take it up here and see if we get any toilet bowling or anything. If we do, we'll do another compass calibration. So I'm going to do a there it beeped. Maybe you need to do that after the compass. I'm doing the gyro calibration down to the right. That time it did beep. So let's go ahead now and let's take it up. The controls real quick. This wheel here on the side is a switch between GPS and ADI mode or altitude hold. I don't know if we'll test that. This is for follow me. And let's see, I'm trying to remember here. The controls on this are a little bit odd because they're not well labeled. So let me grab the instruction manual out of my pocket here and cheat a little bit because I'm gonna have a hard time remembering these. I believe it was follow me mode here. This was surround me or circle me mode. And on the back, I think this was photo video. And this one is your return to home. So I'm probably going to be using the app for quite a bit of this just because it's going to be easy to forget what these do. And this is your gimbal tilt. All right, so let's go ahead and let's take it up now and we'll see if, what the video looks like. So to start video, I'm going to try a long press on that rear left one and see if that does start recording video. And it does. We've got the timer going, so that works, and that means it'll probably save video to my phone and to the SD card. But we want to make sure we get on the SD card. So to take off, we're going to do both sticks down and in, and then we can just give it throttle to take off. Oh, nice. Look how stable that is. Big brushed motors. Cool. Alright, so it looks stable, guys. That's what I'm looking for. I think those rear lights blinking are telling me it's recording video. Pretty loud as you would expect with brush motors. Let's take it up a little higher here and try the gimbal tilt. And we can tilt the gimbal here using this. Let's see if it tilts down, and it is. It's kind of slow. Let's back it up some. Now you guys can see me. I'll yaw over a little bit here and wave. So yeah, let's see if it'll actually tilt the gimbal upwards. Doesn't look, well, yeah, it is. Ooh, we got some toilet bowling there. See this, guys? Look at that. Not sure what caused that. Let's see if we can. So that is definitely some toilet bowling. Let's see if we can bring it down. It was just fine. I'm not sure what kicked it into that toilet bowl. Let's see if it does it again. I mean, it could have been some interference, but I didn't. Typically, a toilet bowl, it'll do it as soon as you take it up. It stopped doing it now. It was doing it while I was doing the gimbal tilt. Seems pretty stable now. Huh. That's a little bit unusual to get that toilet bowl like that. Could have just been some sort of compass interference, I don't know. So it looks like we got 2/3 bars on the battery. We got a pretty good signal streak. We have 16 satellites. We're in GPS mode. You can see return to home over here. And there's your auto takeoff and landing in the app. And of course, it's got VR goggles mode and stuff like that. Now, let's just take it out here a little ways and look around. It's noisy. These big brushed geared motors are going to be noisy, so much easier to hear me now. Just kind of give it a yaw spin. Now it's going. Wi-Fi is okay. It's a bit laggy, about what you expect. So yeah, it's typical Wi-Fi. One thing I've noticed is I give it yaw. It's not very sensitive. It's starting to yaw now, but a little bit of yaw input, it doesn't do anything. So let's see, I'm facing away now, so let me turn it around. Face it back at me. Try to get it out here and do a return to home accuracy test here. There it flies overhead. Yeah, the controller is you have to get used to this controller because it's fairly nice. But it's nice the feeling holding it, but it is not a very accurate controller in terms of the smallest little bit of yaw input and stuff just does nothing. You got to go a little farther than you'd be used to. So just give it a little bit more input than you would usually be used to. Let's do a return to home. Return to home, I believe, is going to be this rear right button, or you can also do it from the app. Let's see when I hold it down here. It changed to a little GPS target signal, which means it's coming back home. And it's beeping here. I think that could be a lower battery warning because I got 1 bar. Let's see. And it's rotating around. I guess it's facing the same direction it took off. Let's have it come back down here. This would be a very, very short flyer if it's going to be low battery already. There is some breeze up there. You can see it fighting that breeze a bit, but it seems to have leveled itself out. I'm only a little over 5 minutes into the flight, and I know I charged the battery quite a bit. It's going to be off by a little more than you'd like, but not terrible. We're off probably about 5-6 feet from where it took off. I'm going to see if I press that again and cancel it. Now we've canceled the return to home. You would like it if it just did that on its own whenever it landed, but it just continued to want to beep there. So I'm not going to mess with photos, guys. We're just going to take this up again and see if we have enough battery to do a follow me and circle me mode. So let's go ahead and we're still recording, and you know the battery meter is showing it down at 1/4 battery, and we're not even 6 minutes in. So let's unlock the props. Let's see if we can do an auto takeoff through the app. Auto takeoff, yes. Yeah. I don't think it has auto takeoff here through the controller, oddly enough. Let's turn it around and face me. It's pretty stable though. I mean, it's a little wobble. There is some breeze, but you see it dancing a little bit. Aside from that toilet bowl it did there at one moment, seems to be flying pretty good. But again, it's just a big brush GPS drone, so it's not going to be as precise as a brushless. Let's see if we can do that follow me. If I press this top left button, let's see if it follows me here. We're just in my backyard, so it looks like it is. Yeah, boy, it's kind of doing some circles as it's trying to follow me. So it doesn't seem to be. Let's tilt the gimbal down some. Let's see if is it going to toilet bowl? Yeah. Now it's calmed itself down. Let's take it back this way. See, it's not a very good at following. It works. It's just, as you guys can see now, it's doing it better this time. But it was kind of doing some big toilet bowl loops there as it's trying to follow. So not the best follow me test here in the backyard, but you can see, look at it now. It's just toilet bowling and toilet bowling. Let's go ahead and cancel that. So follow me mode, not very good. And that is not that uncommon on toy drones. Boy, it's really getting erratic on me. I would say that it probably could use another compass calibration, but now my battery's on really low. I'm probably restricted. I didn't even go in here and turn off beginner's mode. There's going to be a beginner's mode, I'm sure, in here. Well, I went back to the screen. I'm not sure where that is in the app at the moment, but anyway, now it's calmed itself down, but I think it really could have used another compass calibration. Let's see if we can do a circle me. Press this one right here. Let's see if it's gonna take it up a little higher here. Let's try the circle, but I don't know if it's gonna. And it could be that I need to set the diameter and stuff, but I'm on critical low battery here, and it has stopped recording video when I went out of the app, or at least it says it has. So I don't know if we got video known right now, guys. It could just be because I exited out of the screen on the app. So we'll have to see. The back lights are flashing, but that's probably, that could be it's still recording. Let's try pressing that rear left button and see if it. I think that's telling me it's going to return to home now, but oh jeez. I tell you what, this thing is a little bit erratic at times. So hopefully we got some onboard video. Yeah, I see it's landing now. And that could be one of those landings where it just lands wherever it is. All right, guys. So hopefully we got some onboard footage recorded with that. Because I accidentally exited out of the app. Because there should be in here a place to go through some settings, but I got a home which takes me back out. Battery, signal strength, you know, GPS mode on and off. Your return to home, circle me, follow me, your video, photo and video, and that's, I don't see any place to go in, and it's probably just a matter of searching the app, but there's not a simple place to click on this app that would take you in and do some settings. So maybe there is no beginner's mode on this. I just assumed that there'd be a beginner's mode to kind of cap. Almost all of them have that in these GPS drones. So I don't know. I mean, I like the size of this. It seems fairly powerful, but boy, it did a lot of circling and toilet bowling at times. So it makes you think it could be I didn't get a good compass calibration, but usually you'll know that as soon as you take off, it'll go up and it'll begin to circle right at takeoff. And it didn't do that until I moved it over there and started messing with the gimbal tilt, and then it did. So take that into consideration. Overall, you know, it's not as good as I'd hoped, you know. This is the problem with Maidens, because I could take this out and fly it again tomorrow and it might be just amazing. Also seemed like a pretty darn short flight time. I was down almost low at about 6 minutes, so I don't know what the flight time was on this, but I'm guessing it's probably going to be somewhere in the 8 to 10 minute range, I think, and that's not really very good. You'd like to see a little bit better. But all right, guys, so that wraps up the flight review of the Drocon DC-08. Again, sorry it wasn't the best review, but again, we're kind of stuck here at home right now, so kind of limited to what I can do in terms of range to walk and do a good follow me test. But you know, it seems like it's we'll see how the video looks. You know, that's going to be important. If the video comes out okay, then this would be an okay drone if you get it for a really good price. But if we got jello in this video, combined with the fact it was doing a lot of toilet bowling and it would do that while follow me mode was going on, I'd have to say I'd have to pass on this, just because I imagine it's not going to be super cheap off Amazon. But anyway, I'll include a purchase link. If you guys are interested in checking it out, you can go check the price and then make your own mind on that. But again, if it's very much, I would pass on it, just because my first experience here, I've seen better. Kind of disappointing because I love this big form factor, and I was hoping to be a little better, but then again, I can't make a final judgment on one flight because it could be I just needed a better compass calibration. All right, guys, that wraps up the review of the DC-08. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions about it, you know, leave me a comment in the comment section. Be sure to subscribe and all that good stuff. Click the bell so you know when I do upload new videos. And as always, guys, have a wonderful day.
The power of the dark side, 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 side.